The criminal culture, criminal culture has destroyed the minds and soul of the Caribbean men. Imagine, and woman, violence, shame, betrayal of a friend killers, fake family, fake people, fake culture. If all of these money was hardworking money, these people would account for what CPR is doing with the money. If all of these money was 9 to 5 money, these people would have saw the first batch of money go to the funeral home when they donated the money to CPR. CPR couldn't disappear with all of these money and don't pay all of the funeral. What happened to the big money that the father had? What happened to all the money that the mother claimed that CPR is going to help with the funeral and she don't need anybody else at the funeral? What happened to all of that? Oh, they said the black race can find all kind of money for funeral. The black race can find all kind of money for bail and jailhouse money, but never can find the money to get their sons and daughters out the ghetto, and never can find the money to send their daughters and son to university and college, and never can find the money to start up a generational business for their children that they're going to leave behind. Could you imagine? Let's get into this one. Funeral no pay, oh. Funeral don't pay, oh, they claim, allegedly.
As to who paid the balance, Meg did not say that on the line. Neither
All
did
right.
Danny.
So Meg did not say that. Okay, fine.
It was just said that someone paid it, and that was it.
All right.
No, that was not said either.
Meg,
But Claude, comment investigator when you hear mix up over your creamer card it.
Meg said that the mother called her and said the funeral parlor said there's an outstanding. Isn't that what you said, Meg?
Correct.
And you said you told the funeral parlor that you are giving up collateral, you own businesses and all this stuff, and that
I
you
said
pay later.
I said I guaranteed them a payment by Monday. That is what I
Yes.
said.
Yes, that's what she said. Nobody ever said they paid the balance.
Exactly. So I don't know why people coming out and saying I paid anything.
all right, Meg.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, so wait there. Meg, you tell the funeral parlor that you guarantee them a payment by Monday, and that's the reason why they released the body?
That is all I can say. Yes, that is what was said, and they released it. The funeral happened.
All right.
You know, there are a whole bunch of other people who are saying there is no way that that would happen. All I can tell you is my part. That is my part.
All right, so Meg, do you believe that there was a balance owed on the body?
I mean, I don't know right now. I mean, as a business owner, I do weddings. I can't, if somebody were to say to me, oh, I'll pay you the day after my wedding, I wouldn't do the wedding. So I don't feel like that is a valid answer for a business to give.
All right, because if you said they guarantee a payment by Monday, hold on, Meg. So tomorrow is Monday. Does this mean that you are going to send the payment to them tomorrow?
No, I'm not sending unless there's money that somebody gives me that is due. Then no, I'm
You're
not
there.
saying
Oh
anything.
God, Meg, you
tired.
know, go on here, so I don't know if you understand what is happening.
Oh no, I very much understand. I'm
They're
just
going to
saying.
claim your collaterals. They're going to claim your collaterals
Meg,
if you
what?
sign for that.
Let me speak to
Okay.
Meg one on one. Meg, again, let us try to go over this. You said that there was a balance owed. The mom called you and said there was a balance owed.
Okay. I got a phone call
You're there.
that said
From
Shernette that the body was not going to be released. I said, have the funeral home call me. I was given a WhatsApp contact card to call. Nobody from the funeral home called me. I called the number on there. And I was told that this is the situation. I said, that I could guarantee it getting paid by Monday. And that's what I can tell you. After that, a funeral happened. Meg went to work.
Yeah, but Meg, now you said you guarantee them a payment tomorrow, and now you're telling us that you're not going to pay any money tomorrow to them. Isn't that what you just said?
Unless I am going to fly on a plane down to Jamaica and go to a funeral home and hand money to somebody who can show me that it wasn't paid, I'm not sending it somehow. Absolutely not. I could get on a plane tomorrow if I needed to, but the problem is right now, because of all of the things and everybody putting, is saying it, I don't really truly believe there's a balance owed. I don't.
Well, I can tell you that Niah's mom was just live, and people came in the other live and said Niah's mom just confirmed that it was paid yesterday, or they wouldn't have released the body.
So Danny, there was a balance owed then that was paid yesterday. That's what you're saying.
That's a fact.
Who paid that balance? So how them pay the balance then? No, somebody want Meg to the federal home want Meg to pay money
That's
tomorrow.
a scam.
What kind of bullshit is this?
Because they're scammers.
So I don't know about any of that.
They don't want to
Like
work.
I
They're
said
like free
before,
things.
I don't know Meg. I was told that Meg paid the $900,000 with her card.
Meg said
what
she
I
didn't
was
pay
told.
anything.
Meg is not a fool. Meg is not giving her card to anybody over a phone.
Meg came in the other live, and this is all screen recorded. Like, I literally just went through the search bar and saw the screen recording of everything we were saying. So
Where is the mother? Call the mother
she-
for me, please.
Whose mother?
Niah's mom.
For what?
Yo, she was rude as hell at that funeral yesterday.
No, call her over here.
For what?
Because this is not. Listen to me, guys. This is a bullshit. What happened right here? So you, Danny, said that. The mother said that. There was
No,
a
I didn't
balance
say
owed.
the mother said anything.
Meg said that.
You just said that. You literally
You
just said
just
that.
tell us. Oh, all right, scratch that.
All right, we'll
Murder.
go back and forth, and I have a tasting for a wedding in 45 minutes, so I'm going to go make my money.
All right, later, Meg. So Danny, the mother said it is alleged that the mother said that there was a balance.
Nobody
owed
said
that was-
anything. All we know is that we were there at the funeral home. The body wasn't being released until the money was paid.
And
And
who
then, like
paid the
20
money?
minutes later, the body came out. That's
Who
all
paid-
we know.
Okay, so
We don't
who
know
paid-
that.
You don't know who paid the money, Danny?
Nobody knows. Meg said she didn't. Everybody said Meg paid it. Meg said she didn't pay it. Nobody knows.
But there was money owed. You're sure that there was money owed?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened yesterday. Yes, and Meg just confirmed that they said yesterday to her on the phone that they owed $750. I heard yesterday at the funeral it was $900,000.
All right, Danny, me understand where you come from. Me hear what you say, but me want you to understand what me say, and I'm gonna repeat. Me keep on repeat myself. It's just that something is not adding up. You understand? So we're trying to get to the bottom of it.
Melissa, you're a mix-up. Shut your face. Yo, I'm not in no mix-up. I'm telling you exactly what I saw with my own eyes at the funeral home yesterday. With my own eyeballs, I saw this go down.
So
I was
listen,
not inside the
Danny,
funeral home to know who they were talking to or who they were paying or who.
This is
Paying who, I don't know.
But
What
Danny,
I do
Meg
know is that
said,
there was money owed, and they said the body was not being released until the money was paid, and like 20 minutes later, the body come out.
all right, so Danny, Meg just said a while ago that she told the funeral home that they will receive a check or something by Monday, right? So maybe that's why the funeral home released the body now, because the funeral home is looking for a check tomorrow because of what Meg said. But no, Meg come here, so come say she not send no money to the funeral home, so that's our next problem. But what
Well, that's all on them. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that.
All right, so Danny, what I want to ask you now, what the money was CPR pay for this, Meg?
Where is the money that CPR paid for Meg?
For the funeral?
Yo, I don't know. I thought it was already paid for. I even just watched the video when I was searching just now of CPR saying 1.5 million was paid already. When he was crying in the video, CPR said that. And I can tell you that I'm a huge gifter to CPR. I spent millions of Jamaican dollars on Niah's funeral
You're
and
there.
Niah. Not for nothing else. I did it for one reason and one reason only. And that didn't happen. And that's why I'm talking.
You're
All
there.
right, when you
So
say
you get all of this
when
money
you
from
say
to
you
pay
spend
funeral.
millions,
Specifically from myself.
all right, when you say that you
I can
spend,
tell you in December alone, out of my savings account came almost 7,000 US
Here,
dollars.
yeah.
all right,
Look like I'm mentally
do
ill.
you see the problem, Danny? Do you see what's
I
going
see
on
the
here?
problem now, yes. But before I didn't, CPR fooled me, and I thought the man was being genuine and he was doing the right
He
thing.
never fooled you.
And I
Never
came
put a
out on
gun
the
at your
last
head.
live,
You
and I
guys
told
choose to call
every
a name.
fucking buddy that I was defending CPR for over.
The reason why most of these people send all of these kind of money to Jamaica is for them looking good name. Because now here's the name that she's saying that she's the only one that at least sent $7,000. So now it's going to be a whole cost that a lady from America sent $7,000 out of her savings and CPR run with the money. That's going to be the next tale out here. Why would a young girl or why would a young miss in a hard time like this now take $7,000 to go send to Jamaica when you don't know your head from your bed, when you don't know what Donald Trump is going to turn America into tomorrow? You don't know if your boss is going to tell you don't come back tomorrow at work. You don't know if you're going to get 6 down the line and you don't have a proper health care. Like, come on, all of these things, kiss me teeth and pass. My $7,000 to go give it to who? Are you crazy in these times? Yeah, okay.
Everybody and every little thing, no matter what anybody said bad about him, it wasn't fucking true. And it was all true. So I look like the idiot for defending him. I made enemies defending the man.
All right, what do you mean he fooled you? What did he do?
Exactly.
Hello, he told me that the money was going to Niah and Niah's funeral, and the funeral wasn't paid for. And Regina just said this morning in the other live that she hasn't got no money from him.
Yeah, there.
Who is Regina?
Niah's mom.
Jesus Christ.
He said, you don't have to believe nothing I'm saying. The funeral didn't get paid for. Everybody knows that. We were all standing there, thousands of people yesterday. We all saw it go down with our own eyes.
All right, hold on. I heard
CPR not even going live or nothing. Nobody can find CPR except for Meg. She's the only one who's had any contact with him. He won't go live, nothing. He won't
never
respond
went
to
to the
my
funeral.
messages, my calls, my nothing.
Hold on. Listen to this. You said you was at the funeral yesterday, and there was other people at the funeral, and other people also know that the all of the money never did pay for.
Thousands of people. Everybody was talking about it. It was being talked about the whole time. It would talk. Everybody chat. People were on live streaming. Like how this isn't out everywhere, I don't know.
Where is Niah mother people? Tag Niah mother to me. Somebody call Niah mother over here, so. Tag Niah mother people. So wait there. So you're saying that CPR did not pay the money to the funeral home? That's what you're saying?
That's what the funeral home said. They weren't releasing the body until the whole amount was paid.
Sorry, Danny. One question I want. All right, so them keep a funeral yesterday. So you mean to tell me that their outstanding balance on the account will not pay?
Well,
and at the day before the funeral, the balance no pay and balance not release bringer. Then you must reach out to them from a long time to tell them the balance off. No, but before the funeral to tell them that.
But hold on, disappear dirty water mix up. Now listen to me. This man has a brand. Danny, CPR has a brand.
What brand?
And I defended that brand.
You smoke weed?
The man brand. Okay. Listen what I
have to ask them is why would the funeral home wait a day before the funeral?
What kind of brand CPR have other than browski and rock back and forth? in the video like he have ADHD, and then keep on saying browski, looking funny, looking funny, looking in a weird ass like a weirdo. I mean, what else brand CPR have to hold the spliff and go rock back and forth and say browski, me daddy man, me daddy man, me daddy man, to laugh. Oh, Jesus Christ, I tell you, these people look up to some weirdos, some scammers, some thief, some con man, and say that they have a brand. What brand? What brand? You don't show up at your friend's funeral. You and the family and the other friend don't get along. You and the friend weren't really a friend before until you end up in some situation where you end up had to give him some kind of money and help him out. And then when he was on live, you and him never really get along. And now you collect all of this kind of money. Money's alleged all on the body, and allegedly you never show up at the funeral, and allegedly you never hand over the rest of the money. Oh, CPR. Just want an ambulance.
The day on the funeral to tell them that there's an outstanding balance. They would have reached out to them before the funeral to tell them that the balance.
But they had CPR contact information.
Danny, where's the proof that you sent to scrub? Where, Danny? Miss Blinger, 1 minute. Where is this proof that you sent to scrub? What was all of that? What was that conversation about? Because you came out this morning and you said you had evidence with all of that, and you are the only person I heard. Nobody never talked about nothing at no funeral yesterday about non-payment. You came out this morning. Talk facts.
Okay. Well, obviously you weren't there.
Plus, next money is someone making you do that.
What? You could have bad little more mad. Me see that the video them I show you, Leonard, senior Leonard friend, he sent to me and he hurt my brother. And I get strength to help fight your brother. And him not show that mad. You're not looking for that.
Nobody not looking for that, brother. I say, we people them manipulate the people them hate for your brother. And the people them can't have the truth. You know, they eye. Them can't see it, brother. And as me tell you, what me see, I'm only run, brother. Everybody want to go on like and they deny. But I'm only have to run. All the money me see make people act like this, brother. Weak people. People want to use to think act like this, brother. Only money.
This is insane, guys. This is more than insane. This is more than insane, guys. This is more than insane. This is more than insane, guys. This is more than insane.
Bobo no gas station. Bobo saying gas station and the police they laugh off and tell him for got out. The police then got here, go look for Bobo, and Bobo never did it. And Bobo girlfriend called me back and asked me, is it true that police go for Bobo yard? And let's go.
Actually get money, could have don't pay for funeral, all of this. He's then saying, Niah father have a right to come take phone, come take this, come take that, all of this. The mother, if CPR get money, all the baby mother come back for internet and a big money fee, pay school fee. He also said, how is it that him have everything? Oh, him their funeral and CPR not their funeral. Saying,
alright, hold on, I'm not stop. I can say something. Alright, you see over one Kevin, me just break it down to you. I'm not going to cut you and I just break it down a little bit. Alright. They have one big WhatsApp group. Because then they don't have to involve me. You have one lady, me not ready to call him name yet. Him always over one Kevin. They reach out to me, come on for hear their officer, they reach out to me, send me one bag of voice note with Niah. They want me to bring down Niah mother and holy thing. Says that I say all them talk about me, I me not involved in a WhatsApp group. Up to this I'm a number them they don't have to send me and ray. That's a course. You see me? So I have every evidence. But more make you continue.
No, but even without you saying anything, as a single mother, no single mother now gonna know say one man take care of him youth and don't say, oh, a good father, or this, or that. You hear the lady tell you say, yo, she go through all the way she go through with her son. The son show you say, yo, he never respect you to that much as a father. And you sit on with this man that they are praising like say, yo, him do this, him do that, him a good dude. That is what me I get pure fakeness, me I get pure fake energy. Yeah, they say, oh, why you never come to the man, come ask the man for school fee? Me as a big mother, I feel like, say, if my big father dead and gone, I'm supposed to go to the family, go ask them for nothing. We don't know, say, him used to help with the fitness. We're not supposed to come and take in and help me with my youth. We're supposed to come to you for come beg no money. When uno dey on internet, I beg the money, see, and when I want to kill the man, we beg little money for help bury the friend.
Same, so. But ask the chat why. The chat, tell the people them why Slacky and everyone and their family them out so hard. Why you see them out so hard? Once me click any life in a bro, anytime me click my life in a family, them find a life to them life. Yeah, man. Take themselves out of the limelight. This a man, see nothing at all. He might try embarrass the man and I use him mother to embarrass him. Who no can believe in somebody like that, bro?
I've been asking this question since Niah dead until now, right? I'm not in Jamaica anymore right now. I've been asking the question since Niah dead until now. As a person, I understand how access and all of these things work. The only person that should be benefiting from anything when Niah did have a child,
Very nice.
right? Nobody is supposed to have no. Remember, I'm never married. Remember, my baby mother never in a 5 years or more relationship where you could have said she a common law wife. Remember, none of these things. So the only person would have full access to his money or anything we have. The house where you said you asked the question in your chat earlier, said who have access to him house. Them say the same father. You're not supposed to start building nothing. Sell the land, put the money in, sell the house, sell it. If she decides, all right, you don't want to keep it fair, then you put in a fair name and stay there until she get older, she fix it. If not, you take it and you spend it, because regardless of you spending it, yes or no, I still fear one. If I saw many cases that it sell, when you fix it up, it sell, and she get full access to it. I think it's because a lot of Jamaican people don't understand the system and how the rights of it work. Because if I'm my baby father, me I tell you, say, him father would have sit down and eat me. Because just to how me know that the child don't like, he never like you as him father, me I do everything to make you understand that my pitney I get full access to everything, even if she not have access to it till she are 18, me I promise you wouldn't get nothing. So you wouldn't let us start kill up yourself. So you wouldn't bother come on a funeral because me that done make everything go through a court system already because the law.
Right. Let me tell you something. If you don't know, don't talk. As you said, you don't know. And don't get me but licky. You ever see me on this life clouting for money? Lady, fix up your argument, please. I did my best and I did everything that I have to do, and it was a perfect send-off. All right? I am not greedy for money because at the end of the day, my son is the one who bring me in TikTok. I don't understand anything about social media. Me too busy with my work. All right? And when this Miss Niah talk, please. Me I go through my stress and me I go through everything. And you people, all you people, you don't even know to use some words just to pretty up things. You know, just come out with some word like you want to put down people. You understand? Me not licky. Me not licky because I'll be arguing with CPR for money. When this thing started, Xavier's father called me and I asked him about this thing with CPR and collecting money. Because them say CPR say, as me tell them, listen social media. Me work in our office and me have to have my head on the body. You understand? So I don't have time for them foolishness here. At the end of the day, the reason why I came out on social media is the things that the father was saying. So I have to come out and make it clear. The first time I came out on social media is when somebody was shouting, me and Niah mother, and this and that. So I have to come out to make myself clear because I don't want nobody set me up. I don't live at all over. So when the person come out and say, Niah mother, you are definitely setting me up because Niah mother sick. Because all the lady attack is like he see everything. Or he hear the dog and number. Lady me don't know all over. One time never got all over. You hear? When you talk about money, Morris was the one who said, CPR said he's going to do what he's doing. Morris turned to me and said, he told CPR that, he said to me, whatever CPR is doing, fine. And if CPR have a conscience and give him anything, he would be satisfied with that. No, me never know how much money CPR make. Me never check up on that. Because that's not my interest. My interest is my son. And CPR do what it's supposed to do. Yeah. To do. So all I know have a pitch for CPR. Come off of the man bar. Because he's still in that forget it. Come off of the man bar. I love the way your funeral too. As a crowd, all I know comes for that. Tell them no nothing don't talk me.
Corrected, but like I said, everybody's over there saying that CPR
I don't know why everybody is saying what is it that you say?
That's what I came on saying. You come out by man.
Yeah,
that's what I came on saying.
Everybody are talking about who forget this. All I want to talk about who forget this and who forget that. And who can say if you come here? Who? Who struggle with him?
Woman of goddess.
Lady, listen to me, man. Listen to me. When you talk, just involve the father and don't involve the mother. Please, may I ask you? Please. I am asking you. Just leave my name.
This a lady has stand up for Niah.
Leave my name.
They just keep
So therefore, the mom agree and feel good within herself that CPR did what he could. So whether CPR end up at the funeral, who cares? He never had to give no money. He never had to give $1. He never had to go get no donation or go and collect any money for Niah, because who's rightfully out here for Niah would be the father and the mother. When there's a death in your family, it's always the immediate family come together and get the funeral arrangements going on together. That's what basically the mom is saying. So regardless if CPR did give $1 or $1 or $2, who cares? It's still remaining that it's supposed to be the mom and dad bury Niah. So why are you guys making a big deal? And now that Niah rest in peace, when are you guys going to rest? Because it doesn't seem like the police them, well, maybe the police them are doing their undercover work, but nobody been locked up for the murder. A lot of people was held and let go. Lots of name was called, but until now we don't see nobody prosecuted for the case. They claim say a guy end up drop out, but they claim that the guy was wanted, notorious bad man, and allegedly, and the man was wanted for hurting or some kind of police situation, so they end up killing him. But at the end of the day, the family is still looking for justice, because until now, nobody has been prosecuted for Niah's killing, basically. Oh no, let's continue.
This one, man, we are good father. We are good father. If you work it out and give him the best. The best.
That's true.
Listen, me, me speech, everything, me dress code, everything.
You're well set to get moment. We are telling you proud of you, man.
I don't think I eat it proud of you.
Everything for you. Yeah, man. Everything.
Don't contribute to nothing. When I asked the father told me that if CPR, if TikTok not bury my son.
You're there.
Listen, me deal with the church, me deal with the funeral home. I know the funeral home, the funeral. You have to think about the graveyard. You have to think about the traveling from here to there. You understand? The father did not give anything because he said he would not give anything. So on deal with the father for me and come out for the mother, please. I not honor that lady and whosoever is doing it. I tell them no CPR.
So you see, so you hear from the mom who organized the funeral. So you guys are all here spreading some kind of rumor. So you see, the mom said there was so much other monies was supposed to pay travel, the burial, the 9 night, and I'm sure the 9 night had to take up some of the money because the coffee drinking, the bread eating, maybe the fish or chicken or pork frying and jerking, the beers, all of them things, the rum, the chaser, all of those kind of things accumulate to a lot of money. So the only person you guys should beat is the father who come out and said, me don't want nobody to help bury my son. Me have all of my money. So I guess the only person that the public should beat would be the father, because the father never contribute a dime to his son's funeral. Oh no. Let's continue. The sad case.
Doing job, brother. The man do him. The man do him to do yes. Amen. The man do him to do yes. And me I tell her, mama, I'm proud of your mommy. And me I tell her, I go make people owe them majority of the money. We never seen service. No, it's not no cost. So I see them, alright. You see, I see them give me a talk. Big time, man. With more about the process, bro. Them people lack of knowledge, you know, bro. Definitely don't, no time. Mommy, me I tell her, man, big up yourself, man. Me I tell her, I'm proud of you, man. Me I tell her, say, yeah, full of water.
Where I go, people is proud of me. Everyone.
Yeah, man, me I tell her, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I tell you, do it, man. You do it, mommy. No, give up, no time.
I will not
Now you come out to make it clear to them.
That I am going to stand, and I am going to stand that day, and I'm going to do what I have to do without shedding a tears. Because I know I can't do it.
Yeah, man. Like, you find the courage, man, and stand up and them. You tell me, say, you're not going to cry at the funeral, and you hold out and not cry, moment you give your speech, and you love your speech you give. Yeah, man, respect, man. That's what a mother. If your mother love, not to be mother love.
Make sure I come out last night. Even though I was tired, I could not sleep.
Yeah.
Instead, I have to show these people the gratitude of standing with me.
Yes.
Everything I talk on the internet is facts. I don't have
to that's true, man.
Things that go so. I mean, I believe in I don't want it for rumor thing. You understand?
Yeah, man, you stand up. I love that.
The only thing I am not pleased with, them have my granddaughter doing clothing.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. But you need that.
I do it fine. But other people that cover a drag here, so I drag this. I don't like it. I've seen our page. So like it should do. But what I am saying, having this on this, you can let you do contents like as a child, like some learning things, you know, that might be
to encourage other students.
Exactly. These contents so people will allow their kids to look at Niah profile and they can learn from it and stuff like those. You understand?
Yeah, that's true.
And these are the things I was saying to myself. Now this lecture.
Mommy, I tell you, nobody can break you. Mommy, I tell you, you're strong because you're go through normal. Now your baby mother not credibly enough. For the little girl.
I'm not going to talk about her as I said. I am not.
Just leave that apart. Please leave that, please.
I do not like that.
We're not trying to bring them no.
And they are talking. My granddaughter, if anything should go and anything I can give to her, I will. I'm more than willing to assist. Okay. My son dead and I don't have not even a shirt to look on my son or smell the sweat I'm in. Nothing. The only thing I got from my son was a pair of earrings that they took out of my ears and him ID. And that's the only thing I hold on. And when I was by the funeral, I forgot that I leave the earring and I sent back for them and put them in him ear. Okay. So the only thing I have is an ID. Nothing. Grab this, grab that. And me bear it. And me have the death certificate. I can do anything I want to do. Because if you have a child and that child did not make any will or anything like that, and that child passed, and the person who buried that child, and if that child did have a set without a will, let me tell you something. You say, you know, baby this and baby that. Yes, the good heart of a grandmother will let the child have it. And that was my intention if anything should come my way. You understand?
No, mommy, me not why you get me wrong, you know. When I was talking, it was due to what they were saying about the father on another life. And that's the reason why I come up here, ask on points. When I came up, you know, I came up, but I mixed up the two away. Two different persons that talk about, oh, CPR for this and CPR for that. So no mix me up. When I said law, I was saying when the father grabbed this and grabbed that, and I talk about him do this and him do that, and they're on another line, gloating him. And I came here on here and I said, a mother will always back a good man. So you obviously know that he's not.
Exactly. I always said before, when it comes down to money, that man will give money for his children, but spending quality time is the most important thing in a child's life. Even when you don't have money, spending quality time with him, drive him in, take him to the beach, kids will never forget those moments. And this is what I've always said, and I will never stop saying it. My baby father, Mr. Fogel, he does not believe in getting education to be professional. He believes in telling his children to hustle. And when you start to hustle, and when you're a hustler, nothing I want for you, one other thing left for you to do. Teach a child to go to school, get a solid foundation, so that child can be professional out there.
Mommy, you're smart and I respect you and I say stay strong. Sorry for butting, on point, big up yourself, everybody. I just come off a live with the dad and Kevin. You see me, I say Kevin from America. I just want to say something quick, guys. Mommy, sorry for your son. We're being a rape your son and all that. I love how on point everybody I do it. But hear me, I say, mommy, when you said just a while ago about the dad, that's a real say you said. Him dead if he fought his son.